I would like to say the presentation by the governor of the Reserve Bank, as well as by the Minister of Finance, gave you an overview of the situation in Zimbabwe. I would want to say Zimbabwe, from the yes, it's working. As a result of the new dispensation, our economy is a greenfield economy. Zimbabwe has become virgin. So I know that if an area or an economy is virgin, many people would want to go there. This is Zimbabwe. My two ministers have done their best, but at the end of the day, the best thing is for you to come to Zimbabwe and taste the pudding yourselves. We may say nice things, but when you come on the ground, you might find some issues which you would want clarified. Under the new dispensation, we have a system of identifying investors as they arrive and do our best to direct them to the correct authorities. And I'm saying, if you came to Zimbabwe and you find a door is closed, which was common in the past, let that be brought to my attention. I will have the minister or the authority open that door. In terms of ranking on the issue of corruption, Zimbabwe is very low. But I can assure you that at the next assessment, we are going to climb the ladder. We have a policy of zero tolerance to corruption. We want honest business. We want to reward those who are talented. They must be rewarded for their talent. However, we will not forget our duty and responsibility to the disadvantaged in our society. We must create safety nets for them. But broadly, the economy is open. I'm sure there's no Zambian around here. The Victoria Falls, it's a beautiful lady. Very beautiful. But she faces Zimbabwe. So, but there may be those who want to see from the back, they can go to Zambia. But the majority may want to see from the front, so you come to Zimbabwe. We will do everything possible. Even our work ethics have changed. Some of my colleagues would find me at work, but that has changed now. I find them there. So I am saying I'm very, very pleased that Quantum Global has arranged this interaction with top business men and women, CEOs, for us to present our case. In Davos, we met as many organizations and CEOs as was possible. We would end up perhaps midnight meeting many delegations and distinguished persons. I also want to mention that including Trump, we had one of the staffers who came to see me, and I gave him a good message. And in my interview, I think it was CNN, I think, Richard Quest is CNN. Yeah. They wanted to say, President Trump said Africa was something. But I said, I have since received communication from my Minister of Foreign Affairs, who's not here, that he has since denied that he said what he said. Of course, there was a statement released by the continental body, the AU. There is a summit tomorrow, which I'm attending tomorrow in Addis. And of course, some stance was also put forward by SADC. But that should not constrain our relations. I don't believe that the business people in America take into account that statement. What they want is an environment where they can make money, whilst we are benefiting from the technology, skills, and of course, employment of our people. I was also telling, when I was interviewed by the BBC, there was some lady again, I forget the name, Hussein, yes. I told her that each time Britain, as a female prime minister, things improve. When Margaret Thatcher was the prime minister, that is when we had our Lancaster conference, which I attended as an advisor to President Mugabe. And we structured a deal that led into our independence. On the day of my inauguration, on the 24th of November, about 35 minutes after my inauguration, I received an envoy from Theresa May. I realized that there was competition between Xi Jinping and Theresa May to see me. But the envoy from China came about 2 hours later. So he was beaten to it by Theresa May. Okay, so again, you can see how women prime ministers are good for Zimbabwe. With those comments, you may now field your questions. I have a team of my team here. The man at the end there is my spokesperson. Then is my director in the office of the president. He is a Zimbabwean in the diaspora. I'm a farmer in Kwekwe, Minister of Finance, Minister of Industry, Minister of Mines, Special Advisor, and the Governor. So I have enough talent around me to deal with any questions you may want to ask. Where they fail, I'll rise up to the occasion. Thank you.
Please proceed. I'll start with Mnangagwa.
Your Excellency.
I must say we're pressed for time.
Yes, we'll be very quick. Your Excellency and the Cabinet, thank you so much. So my name is Mnangagwa Robe, and I'm representing Novartis Pharmaceuticals Global on the pharma side. Just a request and a suggestion. it makes also a lot of sense for us to engage with the universities and the technology schools to ensure that when we come and invest there for the long term, if we can engage with them, they can start directing research for PhD students and graduates so that they can build the labor capital that we require. So that's the first request. And I'm sure they can go to the Ministry of Education, and I'm sure the tertiary institutes and also industry. The second request is also to look at IT not only as a way of communication, but also as a way we can disrupt our healthcare industry and improve access when we set up infrastructure in Zimbabwe. So just your help around that when we come down to Zimbabwe to engage.
That's a comment more.
Yes.
Right at the back.
Hello, thank you. It's Nicoletta Pavese representing Syngenta. We are an agrochemical company, R&D, based in Basel. We produce agrochemical seeds, and at the moment, last year, we started local production of hybrid maize seeds in Zimbabwe as well. My question, Your Excellency, is really about agriculture, and I know it strikes a chord with you. We believe that programs like Command Agricultures are very important to unlock the potential of Zimbabwean agriculture. And we resonate with the statement that agriculture is the backbone of the economy. What my question would be, we will be interested in understanding if the authorities in Zimbabwe would be open to allocate a percentage of the input supply to this program to R&D companies that often get sidelined in the market because of the presence of much cheaper and less effective generics. Thank you.
You can reply?
Take a few more questions.
Oh, okay.
Take a few more questions. So right here in front.
Thank you. Tobias Becker with ABB. We are a power and automation specialist around the world. One topic that is new to us and brought us into a leadership position for electrical charging is e-mobility. Now, Zimbabwe has the potential to deliver not only lithium, but also cobalt into this industry that will have a giant growth in the future. But it is also a matter of essence of time, because it's a quick-moving industry. Are there plans to further and accelerate the mining for these minerals? And given the talent pool of Zimbabwe, is there the idea to also join in the research for the application of these minerals? Thank you.
Take one more question. We're pressed for time. Gunter.
Hello, my name is Günter Vogler. I work for the Quantum Global Group. And I have one question. I was very impressed about the discussions the discourses you had. One question is the currency risk. I mean, we really appreciate as foreign investors to come in and find a US dollar environment. But you spoke about your own currency. So would be very curious to learn a bit more about the plans of having your own currency and what this means for the openness of attract international investors.
Thank you.
Over to Tim Zimbabwe.
Yes. The first two.
Thank you very much. Let me start with the issue about building bridges between tertiary institutions and industry. This is a matter that His Excellency has spoken about already. He had a meeting in Harare with the vice chancellors of the institutions with a view to relating knowledge to the needs and the reality of the marketplace. So that is the direction we are going, and you will be most welcome to assist in that effort. With respect to Syngenta, I'm aware you just came into the market recently in the seed industry. Yes, yes. You know, there are other players like Seedco and so on. So you are welcome. The issue you raised, I think you need, when we go back home, to come and sit down with us specifically to see which institutions you would want us to allocate inputs in order to accelerate your research. At the moment, as you know, our structure is that we support the communal farmers, and we give them free inputs, fertilizer, and seed. Would welcome if you could come and discuss with us where exactly you think we are not supporting and where you think we should support. I think mining is...
Well, thank you very much. Firstly, with respect to cobalt, Zimbabwe has some limited production of cobalt, but it comes as part of the PGMs from the platinum industry. With respect to lithium, under the 100-day plan, there will be a lithium production which will start by 1st of March. And announcements will be made in due course. But also at the same time, there is a company which is registered on the Australian Stock Exchange, which is quite advanced in terms of coming up with lithium production, a few kilometers outside Harare. And that will also come in play in the next 2 months. There are also plans to set up a specialist lithium laboratory in Kwekwe, which will be used for furthering the industry. Apart from that, there are also 2 to 3 lithium exploration projects quite advanced also on the way. So the long and short of it is Zimbabwe is poised to be a major player in the lithium industry. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I've got 2 views. The first one concerns the currency aspect. The disappearance of our currency was a byproduct of our adversarial relations with some of the major Western trading partners, and of course the sanctions which came with it. It is an interesting and positive development that soon after President Mnangagwa came into power, the British foreign minister in Ivory Coast announced that they would want Zimbabwe to have a stable currency. So it means that there is a positive vote towards the restoration of the currency from one of the more implacable adversaries of the past. We stand positive. Also, a few weeks ago, the State Department in America issued a statement saying that they would want to see the restoration of the Zimbabwean currency. So we again have a positive view coming from Washington. So it will be a matter of time before other countries follow the same vein. And once you have the confidence of your major trading partners, it should be easier to have the currency come back to the market. Concerning the issue of Syngenta, of course, you are coming in on the hybrid maize. Zimbabwe is only 15 million people. Maize is an interesting food security crop, but it is not a major foreign currency earning crop. You are a global player. I think you had a recent acquisition of 47 billion involved in your activities, so you are not small. If you can look at introducing other crops, new crops, which can take the abundant agricultural capabilities of Zimbabwe and its scientific-minded population and well-educated labor force, then we become an exporter of note like other agricultural countries. Then the foreign currency issue which somebody has raised becomes irrelevant because we'll be exporting so much. Thank you.
Colleagues, the chief of protocol is telling us that we need to terminate. So 30 seconds, Minister.
Okay.
Yeah, 30 seconds, Your Excellency, with your permission. Professor Mnangagwa was once a visiting lecturer at a graduate business school in Zimbabwe, and I happened to be one of his students. So the negative or positive, I don't know what is attributable to him. Okay. I just wanted to say that.
That was 15 seconds.
Your Excellency, through you, thank you enormously for fielding these questions, for your delegation, for your presence. I now wish to hand over a present. We are in Switzerland. You are a farmer. It's a cowbell.
put on the kettle?
Yes, symbolic.
Okay.
Thank you. On that note, I'll ask Comrade Mtswanga to say a vote of thanks for 30 seconds.
With your permission, Mr. President, Zurich is a historic city which has always played an important. Zurich is an important city which has always played a crucial role in European financial affairs. It is an honor, really, to have all of you spare your time from your busy schedules and your preoccupations with important matters of global affairs to give this attention to my president. It's an honor, and Mr. President, Comrade President, it's okay. I come back from a long way with him. We love the time you have given to these wonderful guests from Europe, and we hope to see all of them in Zimbabwe with their checkbooks, writing investment projects, and making sure that Zimbabwe can produce world-class products made in Zimbabwe for the global market. Then we find all our products made in Zimbabwe in the department stores and other supermarkets of the world. By then, we will have made it. And Switzerland is a major exporter. You can teach us one or two things. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Bon voyage.